Hey guys, it's Kevin here. It's been a while since I made a video. I thought I'd make a little tutorial, I guess. This tutorial is going to cover Heihachi. Not how to play Heihachi like a pro, but how to at least get started with Heihachi. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So let's pick Heihachi here. I'm gonna pick this little customization that I made. And for the character, I'll choose a shorter or skinnier character like Xiaoyu. Alright, so let's get right into it. Alright, so now we have Heihachi here. I pick Yakushima as the stage because we want to focus on just how to work with Heihachi first. For this tutorial, I'm going to assume that you guys already know like the Mishima standards such as wave dashing, electrics, L sweeps, all that stuff. I'm gonna assume that you guys know that. So yeah, let's get right into it. Of course, Heihachi has a variety of tools. However, one of his biggest weaknesses is that a lot of his moves are linear, meaning they don't track the opponent. In other words, Heihachi, against Heihachi, you can sidestep him a lot. There's a lot of moves that could be sidestepped, such as maybe Death Fist, I think. You could sidestep electric. You can sidestep his own jab, you can sidestep his down forward one, and all that stuff. It's so funny, you can even sidestep his back four, which I know a lot of you have seen the counter hit on the back four. But what's pretty cool is that you can sidestep away from that kick and it will miss. That's the biggest misconception, is that you see how wide he swings that leg and you expect it to track, but really it doesn't. You just have to sidestep away from the leg. So to get right into it, let's go over his moves. I'm gonna go over his I guess important moves, at least the ones that I use the most. Obviously you got his ones, you got his twos, 3, 4, basic Tekken stuff. His most important strings are, I believe, 1, 1, 2, the flash punch combo. There's also a down forward 1, 1. Pretty cool, right? Gotta be careful though, because the second punch is a high, so you can duck it if you block the first punch. Another thing is down forward 1, 2. In case you don't know, down forward 1, 2 is chargeable. If you land that, it's very powerful. However, if you release the charge at the right time, it's even better. Pretty cool, right? Next we have some of his other important moves. Obviously the electric. The electric is, if you're good at electrics and you know how to do them, electrics are going to be your best friend. So keep that in mind. What else is there? There's also Hell Sweep. Of course, if you block Hell Sweep, that's very punishable. Same if you block Flash Punch, it's very punishable. However, if you get hit by the first Hell Sweep, you can still block the second one, right? You can still block the second one. If you block the second one, it's not launch punishable or punishable at all, as long as you don't press a button. Yeah, so if your second Hell Sweep is blocked, you're not in trouble, but it's not your turn anymore, if that makes sense. But yeah, he also has this variation of Hell Sweep. It's when you do the first Hell Sweep and then you do a while rising 4. If you add a third 4 in there, it's pretty cool. If the third kick gets blocked, that is launch punishable. So yeah, Now, there's also other moves such as 1+2, very good. It's a 12 frame startup, so you can, if someone is -12 on block, you could just hit that if they're close enough. Yeah, much better hitting this than hitting this. Even though it's more powerful, it's still a 13 frame startup. You also have some crouching moves and while crouching moves. Here is the what is it? While crouching 2. While crouching down forward 2, sorry. You also have a while crouching down forward 4. Guaranteed sweep, no matter where you are. If it's blocked, obviously it's punishable. Launch punishable. If this is blocked, don't know. I don't know how many frames I am negative on that, but you are punishable by that if it gets blocked. You also have other important strings such as back 1-4. Back 1-4 is very good because it's one of your tornado moves. As you can see the hit properties there. So is down forward 1, perfect down forward 1-2. Perfect charge. That's only if you get the perfect charge. If you go like this, it doesn't do a tornado. It just breaks the wall or something, or breaks balcony, whatever it's called. If you don't charge it at all, it does nothing, and you're also pretty punishable. I think you're like, I don't even want to guess how many frames I'm negative on, but yeah. Back four is still pretty cool. It's still pretty effective. It's just that it's very linear, like most moves. Down back 2. You've seen this in Tekken 7 if you play a lot of Tekken 7. However, it has been nerfed. You can't just go you know, you're not plus if you block this or anything like that. You're actually very negative if that gets blocked. Not plus if you get blocked. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's not your turn anymore if it gets blocked, obviously. After that, we also have 4-4-2, which you just saw. That's your other launcher. What else is there? I mean, we got up forward 4-3-4. That's a nice it's a nice startup it's a nice combo starter, I guess. But we're gonna use this a lot more for other reasons that I'll explain later. For now, let's get into some combos, right? That's actually my favorite part of Tekken, just combos. All right, now what's important here is what's it called? Hold up. There we go. If you block someone and they are launch punishable, unfortunately there isn't an easy launch for Heihachi. You can't just do 4-4-2 because that's way too much startup frames. You're not gonna have enough time to punish. You can't do this because again, you're not gonna have enough time to get that out. So if they're launch punishable, you have to do a Wind God Fist, you know. Hang on. Wind God Fist. And yeah. And you kind of have to be pretty precise on it, if that makes sense. But if you do electric, it's better. It comes out faster. That's one of the things that make Heihachi pretty hard, is that if you want to really launch punish someone effectively, you have to learn how to electric right off the bat when you block. So let's go over some combos, like I said. So let's start off with the electric. Again, I'm assuming that you guys know the Mishima standard, electrics. So we got some nice moves. This move involves using forward 3 into stances. Heihachi has stances. I forgot about that. So this is his first stance here. You could do this. 1-1. You could do this. 2, 4, 3. So it's basically 3-4, right? You can also do other things, such as you could crouch dash afterwards. You could also do a quick bait by doing a crouch dash and quickly hitting back. Bait them out, see if they'll press a button. But what's the point of the crouch dash? Well, the crouch dash helps you do the hell sweep after the stance, kind of like that. It also gives you an automatic electric. Pretty cool, right? It's not that useful. I'd rather you just learn how to electric right off the bat. There we go. His others... Oh, I'm sorry. There's also a grab here. After the grab, you could hold forward here. Is it hold forward? I don't think it's hold forward. Is it hold down? I thought you could go into another stance, but I guess I'm a little off. This isn't your normal tutorial, so I don't know everything about Heihachi, but he's pretty fun. Next we have his second stance, which is this stance here. You can stay like that for as long as you want until you hit back. Yeah. So he has 1, which is basically Omen. He does have Omen, but it's kind of hard for me to do. There we go. It's hard for me to do Omen for some reason, but you got stance Omen. You could also do 2. Be careful, you could duck that. That's a high. If you're blocking, it guard breaks. And after you guard break, you just do flash punch. If you're against the wall, you're kind of in trouble. So, we also have the stance into 4, which is just hell sweep. Then we also have 3, which is just the axe kick, which is down 3 as well on its own, but with the stance you just hit 3. All right, let's get into some combos now that I gone over the freaking stances. So here's one combo you could do. Something like that. Pretty cool. To end the combo, I recommend probably like this, right? Let's try it. Something like that. He does pretty good damage on his own. If you want to extend it, this is basically like the main route that you'll take in the combo. You could change the route a little bit in the middle, like you could revise it. I could extend it a little bit instead of going straight for the... Hold up. Instead of going straight into that, I could extend it. Pretty cool, right? But Xiao you won't reach that. Now we also have some other combos. I could go over this one. Oops. Pretty cool. If you can't do this into that, you could just go straight into here, right? Oops. Come on now. All that stuff. You could pretty much like use your imagination with Heihachi when it comes to combos. One other thing that I would like to go over as well is his heat. When you activate your heat, oops, didn't want to do that. There we go. When you activate your heat, you can see at the top here that he has gained 1 token, which is pretty cool. If you gain all 3 tokens, this happens each round too. Like, you can only gain 1 token per round. Once you gain 3, you hear that little jingle. Now you got the warrior instinct ready to go. To activate warrior instinct, you press 1+4. Once you press 1+4, a lot of his moves are very amplified. This is his flash combo. Goes really far. And he does a lot more damage. This is his 1+2. It's a lot. If you get this, you could follow up with the 4-4-2. Pretty nice. Awesome. You can also, a lot of his moves are amplified. You could do Hell Sweep. Hell Sweep is a little more amplified. What else? That's amplified. You got that too. Yeah, he's pretty cool overall. Yeah, that's his Warrior Instinct. Oh, one thing about his Hell Sweep during Warrior Instinct is that if you block low, if you block the Hell Sweep while he's in Warrior Instinct, it doesn't matter. He could go through it. He could go through. He doesn't get stopped or halted on the first kick. I thought that was pretty insane. But yeah, we also have his heat in general. His heat is pretty cool. This is when you spend heat. It can break the floor. If you hold forward after spending heat, little 9-hit combo, it can break the wall. And if the wall doesn't break, you can still do a wall combo after that. There's other combos that you could do as well. You don't have to necessarily go this route. You can also go, that's another way to go into Tornado, just remember that. One other move that's also Tornado is 4-4-2. So if you could I don't know, maybe, hold up. There we go. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's a little bit about Heihachi, how to get started with him. I could show you some combos that will be pretty cool. Let's go over some combos that are that require counters. Those are my favorite kind of combos. Before I get into the counter combos, I want you to know that if you, how do I say this? When you hit a combo, it's almost always recommended to include your heat activation in that combo because you want to get to 3 tokens as quick as possible in a match. So if I go here, kind of like that. Any combo you do, just make sure you pop the heat a little bit. Any combo opportunity or any point in the match, just try to pop the heat. That's just what I recommend. All right, let's go over some counter hit combos. Here's a counter. Back 4. If it lands and it counters, oh man, that your opponent is in trouble. That's a lot of damage. All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If you do a counter hell sweep, you can start a combo from there. Pretty cool. If you're not comfortable doing this, doing this in the beginning of the combo, you could do this. Right? Just be aware that your opponent will go further away. Pretty nice. You can also incorporate a lot of electrics. I think by yourself without having to micro dash into electric, you could do a max of 3. If you're just doing the electric input, like, you could do a max of 3. But if you're spending heat like this, if you're precise enough, I think you could get more. You get more electrics out of that, I think. But if you're just doing the electric input and not micro dashing in the middle of it, you could do a max of 3. Since this is Xiao Yu, it's not going to reach. So let's try this. There we go. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, and we've also got, what else we got? I mean, hitting 4 will also counter. Hitting 4 and counter is also pretty good. If there's other things you want to do, like, I don't know. Something like that. A lot of stuff you could do with Heihachi in terms of combos. Oh, we also have this. Pretty cool. And in terms of wall combos, I will have to relocate to another stage, so I'll show you real quick. Okay. So we're back. I decided to choose Seaside Resort. I just thought it'd be pretty cool. Let's say you're doing a combo. What would I do after that? She's up against a wall. What can I do? Well, here's some things you can do. You could do down forward. Sorry. You could do down forward 3 plus 2 plus what is it? Down forward 3, 1 plus 2 into 1. That's the wall combo. If you do a quarter circle forward 1 at the end, it does more damage. Much more damage. Is it that much? Yeah, pretty significant. So how do I incorporate that into a combo? Well, let's try it. There we go. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, there's a lot of other things you can do. Let's spice it up a little bit and turn on the warrior instinct. So for warrior instinct, Heihachi also has this this move. Do you remember his 1 back 2? Pretty cool, right? So that's pretty cool. On warrior instinct, if you do the 2 as the 3rd input, that's what it does. It's pretty cool. Let's say you do that in a combo. It crumbles on the floor and you could follow up on it. Let's say you had heat. With heat, you can do down 3 in a 2. And it does some, it takes away some of the heat. So let's say we had that, right? Hold up. Hello? Heihachi, come on. Pretty nice. So how does that work in a combo? I'll show you. Hang on. Come on. Look at that damage. Pretty cool. And there's so many other things you can do with Heihachi, and it's honestly really fun. If you want me to talk about a little bit about his neutral is literally like pokes for days, you know, just pokes for days. And because he's so linear and you can easily sidestep him, it's very important to utilize that wave dash, you know, because if you wave dash, you're recentering Heihachi's body towards your opponent. You know, that's with any Mishima that you play has when you freaking use moves against moves against them, such as Weivu. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is like what makes Heihachi I would argue probably mid tier, just because like does so much damage. Yes, he does so much damage, but you can't do the damage if you can't start the combo to begin with. You can't do the damage if you can't land a hit, you know? And a lot of his moves that you're supposed to hit with are avoidable. They're evadable. You can sidestep them. They're way too linear. But yeah, that's a little bit about Heihachi. I just poke for days for his neutral game. I always love doing down back two, but don't do it all the time. If you do it against a really good player, that down back two is actually pretty reactable. You can see the startup frames. It's pretty reactable. But yeah. One thing I also like to do is I like to where is it? This. Where is it? Punish. If I do this, cool. Yep. So what's pretty cool is that I did it wrong. I'm not gonna try it. So if you do this, you're +8, right? If you land the first move. Starter frames for back four is +18 is 18. If you do the math, if you land this move and your opponent presses a button after that, you can counter him. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So here's an example. Like I go like this and then go like that, right? So it's the same as doing this. Something like that. Yeah, I'm not too keen on practice mode settings, so I can't really demonstrate as effectively as I can. But that's my little video on how to get started with Heihachi. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I haven't been doing videos very much recently. Sorry about that. This isn't really like a job for me. It's more like a hobby. I do it when I feel like it. So you might see me next week, you might not. So but I hope this tutorial helped for those of you who know a little bit about Tekken 8 and want to get started with Heihachi. It's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Signing off. See ya.